Hey, girl.
Hi.
So you've been a fierce advocate for criminal justice reform from the courtroom to Congress and have seen how it impacts everyday Texans. Your website includes a robust amount of smart on crime policies, but I want to know what you would tell folks that don't believe that public safety and smart on crime policies and fairness can exist at the same time.
I mean, it's hard for me to answer that question because this is all about perception, right? As someone who has been a criminal defense attorney, has done it from the stance of a public defender as well as somebody in private practice, you have to understand root causes of why crime takes place in general, which that's not to say that there aren't some people that just be about that life, because there are. But understanding root causes of certain types of crimes, whether we're talking about addiction, whether we're talking about mental illness and people literally self-medicating because they've not been able to get the treatment that they need because we failed to invest in things such as mental health care. So I think that I just ask people to trust me on this, because everything that I do always involves data and science. But it has been proven when we look at somewhere like Baltimore. The city of Baltimore is at record lows as relates to criminal justice by making investments into the actual people, instead of investing in the prison complex, right? And so the thing is, there are people that commit crime simply because their circumstances are not affording them the opportunities that they deserve. And so that's what we've got to focus on. We've got to focus on making sure that people have access to education so that they can have the upward mobility that they desire, or even entering into trades. We just got to make sure that we're maximizing our investment in general. And then we will see that in our communities, whether it's mental health or whether it's educational or whether it's jobs, we will see that crime decrease. These are just the facts.
Absolutely. So more than 30 Texans have some level of involvement in the criminal justice system, whether themselves or their loved ones. Yet we often hear voters say, right, I don't want to vote. I feel disillusioned.
Yeah.
Politicians don't care about us.
Yeah.
What would you say to those that are system impacted to come out and vote?
Listen, y'all need to be the first ones at the poll. I'm just saying, because like once you've been in the system, or even just been impacted by the system, you understand the failures that exist within the system in the first place, up close and personal. For most people, it is more theoretical. For you, it is real. You know how it's impacted your family to lose your son, your brother, your sister, your mother, or whomever. You know this in real time. And so it's too late once it happens. So anyone that's been impacted should actually be speaking up, speaking out, and making sure that you are getting involved and making sure that you can redirect, where things stand as relates to this very broken system. It's never been a justice system. It has always been injustice that it is handed out. And it's going to take all of us, not just lawmakers, but those that have been directly impacted, to be involved. And we have always been very intentional about making sure that we can engage any and every one. I want people to know that one of the biggest things that I accomplished during my freshman term was really something that was quiet, low-key, that people did not understand. We know that on the federal level, there has been a disparity between crack and cocaine forever. We know that Obama brought that disparity down, but the disparity is still there. And so under the Biden-Harris administration, what they did is they would not prosecute those cases any different. So if you were prosecuted for crack or cocaine during the Merrick Garland timeframe, then you were prosecuted as 1-to-1. But if you were already incarcerated before they came in, you still were under whatever disparity. So one of the things I did is I sat down with AG Garland for the November election, and I asked him if he would support a push to actually get the president after the election to go ahead and equalize even those that were already incarcerated under those others. And so President Biden did do that. But I knew that it would throw things off and people would have all kinds of conversations. Was done before the election, but he did it. And so people can go and Google and see, and you can go to my page, my official page, and you can see the work that we did on that. I just want people to know that it's not just the criminal justice system that is flawed, it's even just how it hands out. I am looking through all of that and continuously fighting against it.
Well, thank you so much. On your website, you talk about deprioritization of arrests for marijuana, making sure that women that are pregnant in our carceral system are accounted for, and even making the facility safer for officers as well. So thank you for that.